Yo, the Spider Low for G Unit, the most easty on the west side with Vlad the Butcher. Put your ear to the speaker. Right here on 82nd between Western and Normandy and A-Trey Hood.
Okay.
Yeah, South Central Los Angeles.
Okay. Is this where you grew up, man?
That's not where I grew up. I grew up in South Central. This is the west side. I grew up on the east side.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I rip and run through all these spots through here. My number, I got to with this rap on a more serious level.
Yeah, neighborhood Nipsey Hussle. Giving a shout out right now to SPR in the street, Spider Low, y'all already know what it is. So what's the name? Neighborhood Nipsey Hussle. Big shout out to SPR, Spider Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Y'all see the title, y'all see the thumbnail. With no further ado, let's see what they say. Hold on, 100 they've been up to. Yeah, whenever the CEO is the biggest personality on the label, it has failed. Whether it's a roster or a label, the guy that's supposed to be in the background, when he becomes the biggest personality, the loudest, the biggest face, there is no longer a label, managerial CEO situation. He's the artist. He wants to be a diva. He been wanting to be like me, be like Game his entire life. I know from upon our introduction, the day I met him, he wanted to let me know he was fucking on some of my old pussy. She was from East Coast, and now he claims East Coast. You know, rappers, I've been on the mic doing interviews for over 20 plus years. This was a part of my career. And you see what she's doing now. I'm talking about holding on 100. But it seems like Game has fired him, and every artist he's associated with is in shambles, or they checking him, because it seems like Blueface is doing all right, but Blueface is checking him, correcting him. And I believe the only reason he may still have a decent rapport with Blueface is because the way the paperwork may be structured. If y'all recall, when Blueface was just coming on the scene, he was on the Breakfast Club, and they was asking him about how his deal was structured. He was a lot younger, he was naive, and his answer was, all I know is Wack, I don't know nothing. And it was like crickets in the room. It was a big moment. So we don't know what the structure is. I believe Game has only been so cool because of the structure of their agreements and business understandings. But that's just my guess, because I think by now Game would have been him over physically with his hands. But I think Holding on 100 may have Game in a tight spot business-wise. It's just my assumption. But yeah, shout out to Just Clips. This is his video that we reacting to real quick on my mama.
One thing I like to say, any artist out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star, don't have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the video.
It's the same problem. 50 Cent, that's crazy. Had no idea I was finna stop it on a 50 Cent clip. Oh, I thought that was Shot Money. That ain't Shot Money. That's the dude that used to kiss Lil Wayne in the mouth and hold no 100 behind him. He stayed behind the soft, sweet nigga. But I was gonna say it's the same problem 50 Cent ran into with G Unit. Him having a problem being the biggest face on the label and not having no interest in it, even trying to help someone else outdo him. There's no way the CEO is supposed to be the biggest face on the label. When you go to CEO, manager position, means you're willing to take way in the back, not be seen, not be heard. When you can't handle that, you can't be a CEO or a manager.
So, all on the record, dancing, come to Death Row.
It looks like the Wicked Witch of the West is losing some of his power. He's losing some of his steam. You're not going to believe who just fired Wack100. And you won't believe where I found out about this news. This really happened on Neon Stream in the most casual way possible. All right, so I was watching Neon Stream with India Love, right? And at the end of his segment with her, he was debating on if he wanted to end stream or go to rap legend The Game's birthday party. Okay, you see, The Game invited Neon to come hang out and stream for a little bit as he's considering getting into streaming and whatnot, which makes all too much sense. If you know anything about The Game and his skill at NBA 2K, he should be streaming just off of that alone. But anyways, India of all people convinces Neon to go to the party despite her and Game's interesting past. So our story, it begins when Neon pulls up to the restaurant. As he gets out of the car, he's greeted by the owner of the restaurant and by the Game's manager.
All right, we'll get out from there. Maybe not a big ass light once we get inside, but just just a little, like tone it down just a little, and then we do that. Alrighty. Yep. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? I wore the all black. Is this good enough?
That's good.
Is this all black?
I have no idea. I'm clueless how any black person can collaborate with this dude. Man, I watched the clip. Shout out to Just Hilarious and for having your coworkers on code, because I know they would have never pressed that line like that without you spearheading it. Shout out to you. But this white boy came to the Breakfast Club and somebody did a video of it and put it all together and gave and showed a compilation of what Just Hilarious was pressing him about. This is the most diabolical, ignorant, bold, racist muff that may have been on the internet ever in our time and our space that we have personally been aware of. And he has given him a less of an apology than Vladimir has given to Farrakhan. And niggas still, I don't get it. What's wrong with my people, bro? I don't get it. Is clout popularity that big when we are the sauce, everything we do? But I just seen a video of it was a cholo party in the backyard. They was dancing, doing their stuff, blue rags, Dodger jerseys, and they was playing black oldies, bro. It's like, why do you need this white boy who let us know exactly how you feel about it? I'm talking about he's been bold on camera for years. Not one or two clips, bro. I'm talking about they had a compilation of like 4 minutes of him just going. Why are we dealing with this motherfucker? Please tell me. So after the slave master kicked your ass, he got you on that plantation for 30 years. And one day wake up and say, man, I'm sorry. Now it's time to celebrate and play with him and party and have fun with him. Niggas need to wake up, my nigga.
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank God.
Travis a game manager.
God.
Travis a game manager.
God.
Travis a game manager.
How you doing, brother?
Hold her the spot right here.
Hello. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Welcome.
Yes, sir. I'm cool to stream and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's run it. Let's go. Thank you so much. Hello, how you doing? Hello. Oh, it's a private dinner. Okay. All right.
Welcome.
Now, up until this point, I thought that the game was managed by Mr. Wack100 of No Jumper. But you see, that guy right there is clearly not Wack100. That guy is wearing a neighborhood fitted, if you will, to top things off, which is ironic in its own way. I don't think, Wack would ever wear that hat or be that tall. So you see, I had to get to researching. Sure enough, thanks to bookingagentinfo.com, I can confirm that my ears and eyes do not deceive me, and it seems that the game and Wack have parted ways. Now, I know this is the age of social media and website screenshots just aren't good enough, right? And you see, this right here, though, this split is Instagram official. Wack made a birthday post, a happy birthday post that is, sitting on his messy ass feed right now. In the game, like most people do on their birthday, he's been reposting IG stories and posts from the people he fucks with the most. But you see, Wack's post, well, it has not made it to the game story. And he's made plenty of posts even hours after Wack's post. So it's not like he was too busy to see it. This is a clear message, if you will, at least in Instagram language. The game's music at times sounds very much like listening to the black version of The Godfather, and he was moving like Michael Corleone all night, all the way down to the subtle moves of having his new manager greet one of the biggest streamers in the world and, slighting his old manager on Instagram. Now, only those two can speak on why they split, but the most obvious outside looking in angle here is that Wack's problematic internet presence had to play a major role in this decision to finally split. You see, Wack's media games have put Game in some very interesting positions and have even ruined his shot at getting a Nipsey Hussle feature. And, Game, he really loved Nip, so I just feel that had to be a big factor behind this. Check out these clips right here.
He took that and made that situation happen.
Right.
If it wasn't for Big U, y'all wouldn't know the Nipsey Hussle of today. So what I'm saying is you got a man who died with $1 million.
Look how much the world appreciates having Nipsey Hussle. And look who we give credit to giving us that beautiful gift. But he all anti-Big U. And the whole world is grateful. Whether this is true or not, we know it's not absolutely true because what we got from Nipsey, the creator, blessed us with, and Big U did happen to be blessed enough to be a vessel to play a part in that. But this was divine. Nipsey's whole journey was divine. But from his perspective alone, Big U is responsible for giving us this beautiful gift. But he be hating on Big U like Big U ain't nobody in the industry, ain't never did nothing. What has Whole No 100 ever given us? Compare anything. What has he ever prepared and presented? What has he ever sparked, watered into fruition, into a professional career? Absolutely nothing. Every artist that's low to no name that he has dealt with is still low to no name. Blueface had a buzz when he met him. Blueface tripped by jumping on the first thing that came his way. I know the way his mother thinks. I know the way he thinks. They know they made a bad decision. They could have did a whole lot better, but they jumped on the first thing. That's probably because Blueface mama wasn't heavily involved long enough. That Birdman name had them gone like, okay, it ain't really this goofy as Birdman, and they bit and then realized they bit on some bullshit, so they got to thug that out. But outside of that, he had well-established Brandy's little brother. Me, myself, I'm her first cuss. He has an established, successful icon like Ray J of the Gagency. Wannabe Pyru. Pyru's, y'all know y'all supposed to have been put Ray J off me. Why he ain't got put off? Why he is still allowed to say that shit, man? That's a black eye. No niggas ain't just accepting anything. It's like, but anyway, then he's been affiliated with the Game. And needless to say, we know he had absolutely nothing to do with Game's rise to success. But because he's been in their life, we see none of them having a better situation. All he does is add negativity to make it worse.
Followers and no radio hit and no fucking platinum plaques. But because everybody started talking like it was.
He's saying it happened after he died. He don't even know. Oh, my mama, dad, homies, daughters, lokes, loved ones, everything I love and live for, sisters, sons, nieces, nephews, aunties, uncles, and cousins, cuz. I hope I said daddy, and brothers, because on them too. Oh, my mama. I used to tell Nissy before he passed, like, you the first nigga I ever met that it feel like you a celebrity and you don't even have a hit record. I used to tell him this why he was alive, cuz. Oh, my mama. That nigga presence was legendary. Just think. I don't even want to say Lauren London. He had the girl on this Christmas that was dancing in the Soul Train line with the dimples, nigga, by sliding her DM. Right then and there, that's legendary. He had her in the passenger seat, sliding through the 60s. This dude said, oh, we say legend, we talking about numbers, right? No, you can't define a legend until you see it. There are all type of legends. Usually being a legend causes you to be unique. The situation and circumstances are unique. Therefore, it becomes legendary. So therefore, you can't define it until you see it. You ain't never seen nothing like Nip. You can't put him in no box of what you thought a legend was before you seen him. Milk Doug, shiny top head. You slow-tarded. You fake smart like Auntie F.A.
The goddamn Popeye's chicken sandwich. Everybody jumped on the bandwagon.
Right.
And now he done went 10, 20 times platinum. The radio is spinning his song. Come on, bro. How long did they spin his song?
Right.
All day, every hour.
He sound like a hater. And Blueface trying to be a Crip that don't get along with 60s, I guess, is falling into the trap instead of being smart enough and keeping it keyway. Because you would never, ever, ever amass, manage, get a iota of the respect that Nipsey got, cuz. You could have just fell back and made this goofy motherfucker, Elmer Fudd, Uncle Nobody, look as stupid as he actually sounds, cuz. If your crippin' is like you say it is, cuz. You sitting here giggling and kikiing with this big old buster. I don't get it.
Nipsey had like 2-3 songs I felt should have went. Last time I checked, like it was great records. Right? Bullets Ain't Got No Name. Great record.
Somebody tell me a record that ever was a hit in rap kind of category that had bullets in the title. Name one. This dude couldn't spot a hit if it walked up and slapped him in his face. That's why he's never created none, presented none, trying to attach himself to Sexy Can I, which was not his record. This nigga's the Paylai Roo.
Yeah.
Why in the
This nigga said me and him was in the juvenile side of the county jail together, cuz. And these niggas sit up under Abby sitting up there, kikiing with this nigga, smiling at him, laughing with him. Big old busters.
And this rumor about him being independent, that's some bullshit. Like motherfuckers, look, it's motherfuckers idiots. If you scroll down to the iTunes, it says Atlantic Records. Right?
I'm gonna sit here.
So now he has a machine behind him. So where was all these fans like Blueface? He got platinum plaques. Hold on, no. You know why he got platinum plaques? Because his fans followed him. They supported him. They streamed, they download, things of that nature. Nipsey's never been on a fucking world tour. Why?
I share the same opinion, but I felt like Nip was a legend before and after. And Wack felt like he had to earn it.
Keep it a Google though, gang. You supposed to fuck cuz up. When Nipsey passed, all them poems and letters you was writing, if it was that deep, you driving down Slauson, shedding tears and all that, you was supposed to fuck cuz up, nigga. On my mama. Man, when me and you got on the phone and we squashed everything, your side of the conversation was like, man, when I see you, yeah, of course, man, I appreciate this too, because when I see you, I don't want to have to do nothing to you. I want you to try to do nothing to me. So whatever we had going on, it was enough for, in your mind, in my mind, we assume we seen each other, we was going to do something to each other. What he's done, he should have something done to him, gang. I don't know if he got you in a tight bind with some type of financial situations. He got to. Because I know you would have fucked that nigga over, bro. I know he got to have him. I know he got you by the balls with some paperwork or something.
Some more, I don't know.
Well,
not paperwork like criminal, like, you know, I'm talking about obligations, contracts.
You were supposed to have a Nipsey Hussle verse on Drillmatic. And from what I understand, because of your affiliation with Wack, Black Sam, which is Nipsey's brother, pulled that feature from you. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I don't necessarily know if it was Black Sam or Rock Nation or whoever is.
I don't know who took my record either, but I finally got an email because my channel was going to get struck down for Count on You. And I'm emailing the people like, yo, bro, I ain't going to play that record no more. Y'all can have it. But y'all know y'all taking and stealing a gift that the Keyway Christ gave me, that Nip gave me. I don't know why y'all or how y'all feel comfortable doing that. I finally got an email back say, it's coming out on the album with Nipsey and Bino. We ain't gonna strike your channel, but please don't play it again. Say no more. But I don't know who it was either, though, gang. Somebody guard that Nipsey shit over there. Like, it's come up. I understand why. I definitely understand why. Is it disappointing to have my record snatched and robbed from me and feel as if I have no recourse? Definitely so. Can't lie about that. That was a gift from cuz. Imagine where his name falls in within the relevance of all this shit, bro. And he gave me that, bro. Count on You was the title as he passed. If you know the story of Elijah and Elisha and things of that nature, and then you pass on and tell me I can count on you, it's just deeper than people can get. And when he gave it to me, you know what he told me, cuz, on my mama, hey, that's Bino on the hook. You could take him off if you want to. And I still got robbed for the record. It's crazy. It was a gift. I was actually shopping a record with my label at the time, Cleopatra Records, and they were willing to cut a check for the record. So I was like checking Nipsey temperature. I'm like, what if I could like, I'm talking about big lump in the throat. What if I could like get some money like For the record, these white folks might cut a check. You think that if they do cut a check, bro, you could like, I could get like a little, like half, or maybe like you would break bread or something. He like, I don't want no money, SPI. I'm like, I'm like, so what if they want to just pay you direct? They probably don't want to cut the check to yours, pay you direct. And they're like, man, they cut me a check, I cut you a check. Neighbor, that's my loc. And they robbed, that's how, to the extent he gave me the record and it's being taken from me. It's deep, bro.
Over Nipsey's, estate as far as when it comes to hip hop shit. But I didn't feel no way about it. I'm not mad at Black Sam or Rock Nation or anybody. If you're in charge of Nip's estate and he is in heaven or not here anymore, and y'all don't want it on my album because y'all got a thing with Wack or Wack got a thing with y'all, it's all good. The album's coming out. It's cool. It just won't have a Nip verse, which was unfortunate, but I don't feel slight.
Hard ass verse. That nigga, so he say, the bar I remember that's just so hard to me. He was like, why, what he say? Socks hat, couldn't tell me I wasn't no Shay. Whatever that bar is, high and land, it just, he blessed cuz with that verse, bro. He say, white sock, he say, white socks hat, Glock on waist, couldn't tell me I wasn't no Shay. Cuz you got to really understand where we come from with West Coast streets and hip hop to just understand what a certain shit hits so well, bro. And I remember Nip used to tell me, we chopping it up, asking questions about music and shit. And he used to advise, like, man, all I remember is this SPI. That's all I could tell you, cuz whenever I get in there, when I write, when I spit, just always remember, say some real nigga shit, cuz just no matter if they hear it today, tomorrow, or 1,000 years from now, no matter where they at, when a real nigga hear it, they gonna feel it. So I don't try to focus on nothing else but saying some real nigga shit. Cuz, just see how cuz, man, love you, cuz, miss you, cuz. Man, I wish I would have did a lot less cripping, gang banging, and fucking up, and got smarter and sharper, younger like Nipsey, and switched my whole shit around, bro. And not out-crypt him and maybe out-artist him, because he out-artist me, he outclassed me in many ways, being 11 years younger than me, getting a later start than me. And I happen to spend a lot of my bunk-ass time, or my valuable, beautiful time, doing bunk-ass gangbanging. Happen to out-gangbang him, out-crip him. But he definitely out-artist me, out-businessman me, outclassed me in a lot of ways. And I admire him in so many ways. I never bite my tongue. Dookie mouth Deuce M's. I wouldn't give a fuck. You record niggas getting they sale to neighborhood to neighborhood. I don't even want to say the homie name no more. These niggas got shit so hot around here. Got Munchy Crunchy Butt B. Just tried to incriminate me in a whole motherfucking. That nigga used the word solicitate for a hot one. Then you got Auntie Hefe telling on 4-leaf and the CV70s talking about 4-leaf got a iPhone on the 4-yard. The CV70s committed a carjacking at the dispensary. These niggas is crazy. The fuck is going on?
About that. It is what it is. I know my relationship with Nip. I know what I did to help Nip on his way up, and Nip knows that. He was very vocal about my influence and what I did for him when he was here, speaking from the horse's mouth. And I love Nip to death.
All right, so you see right there, that's one of the problems between the two guys that made its way to the media. So that's one of the main issues that we could think, why would the game part ways with
influence and what I did for him when he was here, speaking from the horse's mouth. And I love Nip to death.
All right, so you see right there, that's one of the problems between the two guys that made its way to the media. So that's one of the main issues.
Why do I always look like Ho No Honey trying to show off his bussy print? It just always look like, what's this? Oh, don't that look like a bussy? Like a all this look penetratable, my nigga. And like he's flashing it on purpose, like, or he don't understand what is that little pocket of? Is that moisture? Is that some like? Is that cuz ass cheeks coming? What is that right there, bro? Is that a vajayjay? What you got on? Some motherfucking incredible diapers? Why? What's all that extra bulk? Like, it's not that. It's like feminine looking. This is like a bussy. Oh my goodness.
That we could think, why would the game part ways with Wack100. You know, because I don't know if he was fired or if they agreed to separate. Who knows? But only those two really would know that, and those within their inner circles. Because if I'm not mistaken, neither one of them has mentioned this at all.
Oh yeah, Auntie Hefe, you want to know how I operate? Ask P Nice from Long Beach, cuz 20 years ago, I had no idea he witnessed it. I was at No Jumper one day. He pulled me to the side, like, you know what, SPR? I seen Wooty Woo. I was there. I'm like, is that right? Ask P Nice how I move every day of my life. Baby Runner, you might want to ask him too. Crip Street.
Now, this video you listen to is gonna drop on a Sunday, like very early Sunday morning type shit. And you know, the Alvin Wack show drops Sunday at noon. So maybe Wack's gonna talk about it in that episode. But at the time of this recording, nobody has spoke about the game parting ways with Wack100 to the best of my knowledge. Just got to note that to be clear, just in case, you know, some new information rolls out later for the people that catch this later. But anyways, look how solid the game kept it when he had chances to, you know, throw Wack under the bus. Wack was talking real disrespectful, and he could have thrown him under the bus to stay loyal to his friend, his friend that is no longer on this planet. You feel me? And you know, now though, we're gonna look at a throwback.
Look, he always spreading that pussy open.
Clip of a younger Blueface, a younger, skinnier Blueface. He
love to bust that pussy open for the camera.
He has to basically be the voice of reason when Wack brought him on to No Jumper one of the earlier times, and he's gonna check Wack for asking him questions that could possibly get him into legal troubles.
I'm trying to like tie something to it. Now,
you know why? Is because the phone, like he got Krishan's number and it was Blueface's number and he was talking to her, and this was the whole thing a while back, right?
So wait, I had to keep up with that.
He was
so
intercepting all of her communication at a certain
So he was
point.
texting your number or Rock's number? Rock's number?
Man, I ain't gonna tell you how I dribble when I snibble on a whole little stroke.
See, Blueface learned. He learned because he went and took his broad up in front of Sharp, who's supposed to be a pimp, and let Sharp like go right in, and like that's what nugged me up. I wonder if this was before or after that. Man,
like yeah,
he's pushing
just
P.
know,
but hold on, nephew. If he's texting,
your crippin' is boo boo. If you let no 100 nephew you, I don't give where you from, schoolyard. If you a crip, and you let no 100 nephew you, your crippin' is boo boo. You could be from schoolyard, East Coast, 9789 11 mate, Main Street, anywhere. You let this whole ass nigga nephew you, or you call him unk, you hella bunk. Keyway Nation.
The number, somebody had to give him the number. So you just come from you.
That's what I'm saying. You're asking too many questions about how we roll. You feel me?
How who roll? You and Rock?
Yeah, how we moving, you know.
So did you send Rock at him to see?
Blueface having to be the voice of reason.
I was just gonna say, look at the bussy, but
or his manager is crazy fucking work. But anyways, so fast forward to present day now. Ray J might be going to prison soon. You know, Game has new management, as we've covered now, and Blueface has an insane amount of drama. It's actually past drama. Blueface is into a whole bag of shit right now, literally. Dealing with Chris Sean is what we call him on this channel, because Chris Sean is a wish he was a nigga ass person. Literally, she's one of them people that song could be dead.
Yeah, Chris Sean Rock got some bullshit going on. Oh, my mama, I seen a young nigga from BPS on there dissing, talking crazy and all that over some Krishan Rock and Blueface shit. Man, shout out Baby Karate Body, my nigga. Man, that shit is crazy. These motherfuckers.
Dedicated to if we had a radio DJ that would play that song. I don't think
that nigga say my name is CK woo wop wop. You know how we heard Ho No Honey say it over and over again? It hit way different. When Ho No Honey say you think wah wah wah. When this nigga say my name is CK, whoop you whoop, and I earned my seat, it hit way different. I want to say to that young man and Blueface, any kind of politic, man, pump your brakes. Look what's happening. It's over this toothless punk ass from Baltimore, y'all. We all from out here to the land, bro. Hold no 100 is like not even from out here, bro. He ain't got nothing to do with it. Munchie talking all that hard shit. All my respect to everybody from Inglewood, bro. But to be honest with you, when you an East Side gangbanger, Inglewood is just like Pacoima to us, cuz. When we leave the East Side and get to Inglewood, Hawthorne, anything in there, I hate to say it, Gardena, we feel just like we feel in Pacoima, bro. Oh, my mama, you trying? That's why you got to try to attach yourself to the swans, get a bird tattoo to even make you feel like a real gangbanger. No disrespect to nobody over there, bro. But niggas don't look at your city. We know it's some situations over there, some joints. But niggas don't look at your city like no city. We look at your city like a place to get away to and relax. Maybe go catch a basketball game, a concert, some nice food, a movie, things of that nature. We don't be worried about nothing in Inglewood. Oh, my mama.
I don't think a clean version exists, though. If it does, what's the point? But yeah, so she's literally doing her part in keeping a gang war going, and Blueface is at the center of it in a lot of ways. And so, you know, all in all, Wack's big three of artists that he manages was one of those things that he could kind of lean back on, brag about. And that's not looking too good right now. It's down to one, and, you know, he's fresh out. He's still institutionalized, and he came out tripping. So, you know, if Adam decides to pull the plug on their show, the Adam and Wack show,
bussy out.
Wack100 might have no other choice but to go back to being a clubhouse crash out and driving trucks. And, you know, shout out to all the truckers out there. Y'all literally keep society going. So
that's why Wack shut the fuck up. You ain't heard him use my name and broke ever again. He won't say it and acknowledge it. He been in the trucking industry for years. So when he see my gig and he see what I'm up to, he like, God damn. Bet he'll never use my name and broke in the same sentence again. He fucked up. That's why he on the white man nuts so hard. Sensitive, feminine, white men that go both ways, from Alan Grumblack to Vladimir 22. He gonna find a white man with no masculinity at all, with a lot of femininity, that does a lot of freaky things with men. And this is who he has to attach himself to. People like Birdman, kinky motherfuckers. I know about men that scrub Birdman back when he in the shower. Yeah, they from East Coast. One of them, yeah, legendary. Yeah, I hate to say it, older homie. Yeah. Scrub his back in the shower. Then I also know of, well, like we all know, Birdman kiss men on the mouth. He be on stage talking about, yeah, I fuck with niggas too. These are the type of people that he can get around and manipulate. When he get around there like Big U, he a do boy. And then he get away from him and talk, yeah, all on microphones and cameras. On my mama.
I appreciate all the truckers. But you know, Wack100,
he should have stayed in the truck industry. I guarantee you, if he really be honest with his financial statements, he ain't seeing nowhere near the kind of money he was seeing when he was allegedly being successful as a trucker.
Might be at a lot. What is it? Loves near you. Yeah, taking a shower and all that. But yeah, anyways, I think the game made a great decision.
Hey, yeah, game. You know, that white boy right there next to you have said the most deplorable thing about black folks, bro. Shit that you can't come back from. If there's a such thing, I guess you can come back from anything. Or if there's a such thing of something that you can't come back from, that white boy right there said the shit you can't come back from, bro. And you'll go sit down next to me, bro, him. And you and I allegedly, so you forgiving him for what he said. What we've gone through, G Magic, my G homies, we've been on the phone. It's over. You ain't came and sat down with me. So what, you still holding a grudge against me, but you forget this white boy totally? Man, I'm holla at a nigga, bro. This shit crazy. That white boy that says shit about your mama, your sister, your dad, your brothers, and mine, just because they black, that you're not supposed to be able to come back from. He hasn't apologized to you, and you directly, man, you got our shit straight like this. I ain't begging no nigga to do nothing. It's just highly ironic. You can sit next to him and create content But your day uno that you fell out with, that you recently supposed to have squashed it with, I'm just saying, my nigga, where your priorities at? Holla at a low.
Your manager being on a major platform.
Or if it still fuck me, just say that. I know how to understand that, my nigga. Eastside Crip.
Talking crazy every Sunday has proven to be a bad business move. And this new guy, Greg or whatever his name is, he seems like the exact opposite of Wack. He was really only present in Neon's stream at the beginning to greet him out the car, and at the end to show him Kanye's cars, as you will see right here.
What a stream. That's his whip?
These are both of the ones Kanye gave.
Oh, yeah. I heard that. Number now.
Sure.
I heard about these cars online. I've never seen this in person. God damn. This is chrome, right? That's what Ye be rapping about. He got 2 of them bitches. Chat, look real quick. That's crazy.
Shout out Jess Hilarious. She served this goofball. She a real man. She a real one, bro. Say what you want. She a real one, bro. She was in trouble for saying about other people offensive. She done offended other races. And then she barely knew how to apologize for that. And then when this monkey muff came through, she wasn't giving no passes. She was only as professional as she was because of where she was at, bro. You did that well. You kept an extremely decent balance, and you made your point. You put the pressure on this bitch ass baby. You did that. If you wasn't married, I'll call you a whole lot of other things. I've seen you twerk before. Lord have mercy.
Can I?
Now, Game's comment sections have been flooded with people laughing at him for so-called flexing.
If you a Crip and Wack is your Crip in his bunk. E-double.
Kanye's cars, as if Kanye just left them for him to drive around as he's out of town or some shit. And I don't think he says that he gifted them. So if you're giving these cars, I don't give a damn how you got them. Those cars are fire. Yes, it's a little GTA 5-ish, but that shit is hard.
This shit, chrome on the vent.
Yeah.
There we go.
You got the doors open?
Oh, man. I'm cool to sit down?
Bunch of docile niggas, bro. I don't want to hear none of these niggas talk no tough shit, nigga, and they ain't fuck this white boy up, bro. Y'all niggas is watered down on my mama.
Oh, shit. Hey, man, have a great day. No, I don't want to fuck up his car. He's going to kill me, bro.
Well, and there you have it. It looks like,
Hilarious was a man. I think he would have got an ass whooping that day at the Breakfast Club as soon as he walked out that studio.
Game hired him a manager who wants to manage, not be the damn star of the show. So good for him. I will for sure be listening to Documentary 3 with my headset all the way up, listening for any sign of a Wack100 diss. And in the meantime, I think we all should listen to some more of the legendary Nipsey Hussle. Yeah.
Neighbor to neighbor, of course we should. Hold no 100, the only nigga that don't get it, act like he ain't with it. But yeah, he's the manager that never was, bro. He just is a name-dropping, groupie-ass, nut-riding nobody.
Get you some money, you're gonna feel different.
Straight up.
You might even, all that other advice I could have gave you, this is the short version. You know, get you a couple dollars, man. You're gonna feel different.
Nip Hussle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.